Hey everyone, so today we're going to be making a vegetable stir fry with rice noodles, fried tofu, and a peanut dressing. So if you want to add whatever vegetables you want, feel free to, but if you want to follow my recipe, you're going to start out with chopping about half of a cup of red cabbage. And it can be a rough chop, whatever you want. And then you're going to just put that in a bowl and set it aside. So once you've finished chopping the cabbage, you're going to take about half of a quarter of an onion and you're going to just roughly chop that again. You can use whatever type of onion you want. It all works well for this dish. So next you're going to need 2 carrots, and I peeled them and then just sliced them into little thin strips so that they get an even cook with all of the other vegetables once they're all sauteing up together. So then I took about 1 head of broccoli. I think it was a little bit less, but again, I'm just kind of estimating with this dish because it was really spur of the moment. And then I also took some mushrooms and just chopped them quickly. Next comes the herbs. So I took about 1 cup of cilantro. I washed it really nicely because cilantro tends to be really dirty and full of dirt. So then I just chopped that really nicely. And then I also picked a few basil leaves and left those whole. I also wanted to add a little bit of tomato to the dish, so I just sliced them up and then threw it into the bunch of veggies. And then I noticed I had half of a leftover avocado, so I just sliced that up for later. So here are all the prepped veggies, and you're going to hold off on the herbs for now. So now comes the tofu marinade. So first you're going to take about a tablespoon of garlic powder and about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You can also use coconut aminos for this. And then I just added a little bit of honey and cilantro and a squeeze of lime to add some more flavor, and then a pinch of salt. So then I just tossed the tofu around in this and I just let that sit for a few minutes. Next we're going to make the flour mixture for the tofu. So I just added about 3 tablespoons of flour, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then just mix that together. And then I added in the tofu and just tossed it around in the flour just so everything was thoroughly coated. So next up is the peanut dressing. And I basically just added a tablespoon of natural peanut butter to the leftover marinade sauce for the tofu, and then I just added a little bit of water and some extra soy sauce to thin out the sauce. So then you're just going to mix that together, and the consistency should be similar to the one you see in the video. So next comes frying up the tofu. I took about 3 tablespoons of olive oil and placed in the tofu and let that cook on medium heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. I made sure to toss the tofu really well to make sure everything was cooked evenly, and then I placed it on a paper towel to let the excess oil drain off. So then I just cooked up some pad thai white rice noodles that I had in the pantry. You can use whatever noodles that you want. So next we're going to start sauteing up just the cabbage, the onion, and carrots in some olive oil on medium-high heat for 2 to 3 minutes. And then I added in the rest of the vegetables along with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. So once the veggies are cooked, you can add in a little bit of the cilantro and basil and just toss that around. Here you're going to add the rice noodles into the vegetable mixture. And I added a little bit more of the soy sauce just to emulsify everything together and really coat the noodles. And finally we get to plate up the noodles. I did a fun little edit of the steam coming off of the plate, which you'll see right now. So now you're going to take that perfectly golden brown fried tofu and add that on top, along with the diced avocado, the peanut dressing, and then a little bit of the fresh cilantro, and a squeeze of lime. And there you have it, guys. That is the final product, And I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. It was really simple and really cheap to make actually, and I had everything in my pantry. So yeah, give it a shot and let me know your thoughts, and I hope to have another video out soon. So thanks again. See ya!